then 22,800 in London, came back to Amsterdam, and the diamond were stolen November 19th, 2018. Then I proceeded back here to walk 5,000 miles over 11 weeks. I went to, get this confused, it's already a little confusing, to Madrid, walked 26.4 in Madrid or 24.6 in Madrid. Just did this in 2019. And then on Christmas, I came on the bus here and walked 100 days consecutively, adding up to 6,600 miles. But that was 3 days ago. So with mathematics, and I did a little stunt, I left Montereau, where I lived for 18 months. I lived in Montereau in accommodation that was all terrorized every day. So yesterday I left Montereau after leaving some autographs at friends, and took this Oxalo skater from a route that I knew existed, being a mountain biker, Montereau by the beach to here. It was in the rain, 29.1 miles, and I did it in 3.5 hours. But it was extreme rain, and I had cotton in a bearing that's flattened a wheel. I dragged it in the water. It was turning a little, but it's flat now. And after that, that was April Fool's Day. Yesterday, I just relaxed. But still, relaxing for me is 30 miles minimum a day.
Wow.
This was more like 43. Oh yeah, my personal best year, 2016, when I had nourishment at peak performance. I walked 3 weeks in 2016, January, February, and March. I did 70 days in a row, more than 105 miles.
Every day?
Every day. There's been no rest. I have had no weekends, no beers, absolutely no Class A substances. And as a matter to try and hurt me, England thought that ripping me off completely, estate robbing me, and not having any money for lawyers, medication, or anything else. So it's really a 33, it's intensified. It's a 33-month terrorization of me. And my mother's death wasn't reported when I had the diamond. So they're telling a diamond millionaire that's also a true de facto land millionaire, if it weren't for all the fraud, that they can't report mom's murder. So I left, defected to a Dutch passport at the Koninklijk Mauritshuis at the Schiphol airport. They knew me from the other championships, and they'd watched me real close. They know I don't do the drugs and all that. And then I came to Madrid, and on May 15th, the night that marks the 4th year anniversary of my walking, a very kinetically disturbed crystal meth anesthetist, dentist anesthetist from Nairobi, anesthetized me under a McDonald's sign at the La Paz Hospital Plaza. I only wanted 3 hours of sleep. They had me narked for 8 hours. They bashed my teeth, ripped one out, a virgin tooth. You see how good my teeth are?
Yeah.
Well, they just decided to go ahead and rip one out, the apex virgin, lower bicuspid. It was stolen by the police, believe it or not, here. And then, as this is all evolving, this was a really big surprise because I was only supposed to be here till April 5th, which is not yet. But it should be really clear. Here's your bus ticket, goodbye, to any other city and all this and that. I've got other wares besides the diamond in the time of this 100 days. One is, it's in Madrid now. I have a Portugal shirt from Cristiano Ronaldo. That was a present from him. I got 2 shirts from Reveni, him as well. 2 cut, 1 red, 1 white. And I have a red Gomez from Bayern Munich as well. All gifts from them. As well as, I think, 8 others that didn't have names. I couldn't carry those because of weight. I retained those and put them in my uncle's apartment, and the Pope gave me his watch. Just
Wow.
one of his watches. He had like 600 or 700 of them. He has 600 or 700 watches, no big deal. He gave me one that was a hand-carved silver platelet automatic watch from Filippo Moretti. That's about 700 euro.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really neat. He put some chips in it to watch me go, and it's shown analysis of my stress, the hard beta, what's happening with cortisol when people approach with 6 murders in my family. Both my dad was murdered in 06 as this estate raid started in 06. My sister planned it. I have an illegitimate sister who planned it. There are books of this coming out called The Rape of Flavor King, Volume 1, 2, and 3. But the long and short of it is I'm from Windansea Beach, La Jolla class 1988. I'm a well-known person. I went to college. I have a master's now in psychology. I have a lot of years. I have 2 amateur motocross championships in Barona Oaks Raceway, Southern California. It's on an Indian reservation, Barona. They have a casino and a drag strip. I'm their 1998, 1999 250 stock novice champion. It was 44 races of 2 motos each, so 88 motos. I did it on a Yamaha, and then I spent a lot of time in England. I got kidnapped into England, and the real dichotomy of what choices I had to make is England gave me a fake passport and Holland told me it was fake. So then they gave me the diamond. I went to England to see how much there were chips in the diamond. Dude, in a 7-carat diamond, you know how many chips you can fit in there? So I walked in around and had seen all the buyers call it a CZ. That's okay. You're talking about an 816,000 to 890,000 euro diamond. People tell you it's a CZ because there's other people in the store. But I had an offer for it on Damrach in Amsterdam, and the owner of the store told me 8,000 a carat, and the owner told me to go to Antwerpen to get more money. Just as I was getting ready to step on that fucking train, the police take me up into the real young, real drug acting, real nutty cops. The nuttiest I've ever seen. The most unprofessional, literally, I've ever seen. Madrid's a close second, seriously. One's a tooth I can replace, the other's 800 teeth in cost, so you have to do a cost benefit. But after I walked the miles in Spain, I talked to my uncle there, and he said, don't talk to your stupid family, full stop. My grandma and grandpa were killed in 1976 for my inheritance of my grandma and grandpa. My grandma was killed first, and my grandpa was hung trying to report it for 5 days. My uncle Paco was killed in '88 because his wife couldn't stand him anymore, and my cousin was killed in 1974. My aunt, I think it's Carmen's son. It was a long time ago, and he's been dead. But the police shot him with a lead bullet when they were supposed to only be armed with rubbers rubber bullets at a demonstration. I've heard this really diluted that he threw a rock and ran off like a bitch. I think he was throwing rocks and Molotovs at cops' faces, is what I think. So as the mafia helped protect them from dirty cops and clean cops, just in panic liability and all these things I'm well too versed in by now, I think that my family had a lingering desire to keep ripping me off.
So, and your biggest you're like the world champion in walking?
Yes, without a doubt.
What is like the best result or
okay, I've beaten Jan Gustav Pedersen, Metrek's strongest man in the world. Excuse me, man. Metrek's strongest man in the world contest. Olag Pedersen walked 1/8 of what I've walked in 5 years as a very avid walker with a job. His mileage was, I'm at 187 something today. Gustav Pedersen went 1/8 of that. I just heard that from Facts and Chirp from a couple of odd bookies.
186,000
miles.
You walked
in this last 2,000. It's 1,989 days today.
So total mileage you walked, how many?
We're on aggregate decline average with luggage, and I am a heart patient. But in 15, 16, and 17, I walked 93. I went to Amsterdam and walked a cumulative 11 in 18. Forget about the diamond. It was a sandwich between London and coming back to Amsterdam. Amsterdam return, I came here with a diamond stolen, went to Madrid. Aggregate
and everything you're walking, you were just walking from this city.
This is my first vehicle in 15 years. I had a bike in London, but in London people want your bike, and my apartment was too small. So, and the lock on the apartment door wasn't great. So I got this in the trash. It's